Did you read it?
Yeah, this is take 2 of episode 2 of DeRailed. Here with me today is Gage Isley and Fred Roll. I just said your name right off the bat so you cannot be a faggot and waste the first 10 minutes of the podcast.
You know they can still do that anyway, right?
Well, fuck you, Gage.
I bet you'd want to.
I do.
Now you have to acknowledge.
Acknowledge what?
Hail Hydra.
Hail Hydra? Well, we did talk about Hail Hydra briefly. Hail Hydra, a YouTuber. Not.
Yes, but that was in the previous first thing.
I don't know if that's actually from something. Gage said something about Captain America.
Oh yeah, Captain America will kill you because your name, Hail Hydra.
Who is Hail Hydra?
Hydra is the faction back in World War II that Captain America basically dedicated his life to destroy. Because they brainwashed his friend.
Is he a fictional character? He's a fictional thing, right?
Yes.
Okay.
So is Hydra.
I don't know anything about that. I haven't watched the Marvel films, besides a couple of them. Besides a couple, including the
Avengers.
Yeah, and Deadpool, even though it's not like the Disney.
It's not Marvel Cinematics.
You know what would be a good thing to do?
Well, real quickly though, before you said, let me just finish my thought before we get derailed.
Oh.
Hail Hydra, yeah, I did mention him in the first recording just because he's been supporting content a lot, and I appreciate that. So if you're watching Hail Hydra, I appreciate you.
I was gonna say, what about playing headbands?
Playing headbands in the middle of the fucking podcast?
Yeah, there's no...
It's not like they can see what we're doing.
I mean, if we're having an intro... Well, yeah, Gage, went against you, and you're like, yeah. Like he said, it's not like they can see what we're doing, and you're like, yeah.
Oh, I thought you meant that was a good...
Yeah.
Hey, okay, I'm gonna tell some jokes.
Well, tell some jokes. Yeah, tell a joke. I want to hear a joke.
What? First I gotta find some.
Oh, great. The faucets are already running.
Yay.
What does that mean?
Means there's noise coming from upstairs because the
I'm
faucets are
thirsty.
running.
I'm really thirsty.
You're thirsty? Yeah. We have a sink.
I don't want your tap water.
We don't have...
Who drinks tap water?
We don't have drinks. I think normal human beings do.
I don't drink tap water.
Whatever, man. I'm gonna read some...
I usually get the water from my fridge.
I'm gonna read some insulting comments on my top 10 creepypastas video. To be fair, this is like a 2013 video. Early 2013, too. And it was very poorly done, and I do not agree. I don't even like fucking creepypasta anymore, to be dead honest with you. But let's read some comments that I still get. This one's actually very recent, from March 9th. Back Donuts 2012 says, "It's not scary / creepy. You're just a fucking coward."
Wait, who wrote that?
Back Donuts 2012.
Wait, on your video?
Yeah. Dude, there's a lot of mean comments on this video because this comment is like my most successful video with 130,571 views.
What video is that?
It's top 10 creepypastas.
What was number 1?
On my top 10 creepypastas?
Yes.
I actually kind of forget. I think it was something to do.
People are such faggots.
Was it Russian Sleep Experiment?
No, I've never seen that. I never read the one to that point.
That one was creepy. I mean, fake as hell, as all the creepypastas are.
This one's like the dumbest one I've ever read. It's like, man, you could have put some creepy pastors, he didn't spell pasta right, we haven't heard of before in your top 10 to separate it from other top 10s. Like, you see, why is other people having the same opinion as me mean I shouldn't put those on the list? Even though I, don't fucking, this list is irrelevant at this point, I still stand, even if I still did feel the same way about these, because, okay, so what? Are you some fucking hipster about top 10s? People can't have the same opinions? Fuck you, egg butt. Fuck you, egg butt. You're a fucking faggot.
You want to hear a joke?
I want to hear a joke.
Okay. I went to the zoo the other day. There was only one dog in it. It was a Shih Tzu.
Boo. Boo.
Most of these people are just complaining about me either not putting Jeff the Killer higher on the list or putting Jeff Killer on the list at all.
What the fuck is Jeff?
Oh, here's one that you'll like, Gage. The only thing I'm surprised of is that there isn't Russian Sleep Experiment.
Yep.
On here. When I first saw this video, I was happy for no reason. Then it got boring. Last, it got creepy. Well, yeah, that's fair. It was a boring video. How the fuck is Jeff Killer in every top 10 creepypastas list? It's fucking horrible. I don't know. I barely remember that creepypasta. Wasn't a very...
Was it something creepy or something?
Okay, I'm sure it was. But I don't remember Jeff the Killer, to be honest. I remember my friend Austin sent me pictures of him late at night, and being a 14-year-old, it disturbed me a little bit.
I don't even care about any of that stuff.
Yeah, well, what do you want to talk about then?
Oh, I'm just saying.
Like, yeah, you never, so you just don't have
No,
an opinion.
I just don't have an interest in it.
Look. And then there's, most of these people are just bitching about Jeff the Killer. Like, I think I went for 10 in a row. Oh, God. Not even going to read that one out loud.
You don't want to?
No.
I'm sure everyone...
It's not a comment they were reading.
It's a picture Gage showed, yes. And
Yes.
it wasn't... It was unacceptable. You didn't put Russian Sleep Experiment on the list. I'm sorry. Sonic.exe was also one of my first creepypastas, yes. I put Sonic.exe on there, and the creepypasta community did not take kindly to that.
Of course not. It's not scary.
It's not. Again, it was when I first took a look at it that it freaked me out. To be fair, it was my first experience with like one of the whole haunted games thing. I mean, so it was my first one. I never saw anything like it before. That's why it got me. It used the game sprites, so I figured like so it was just like the old game. And what? You want Sprite?
Yeah.
Okay.
I said I was thirsty.
Yes, I know you said that you were thirsty.
Root beer is better.
No.
Yes.
I made.
You know what soda's really? You know what soda's? I'm actually gonna. I think it depends on the mood. Sometimes I do prefer root beer, but sometimes Sprite is better. I think Sprite is most commonly the one I'll go with.
Sprite is my like leisure soda.
Lately, my favorite soda of all time, and there's like a specific place for it too, is just get a nice cherry cola at the Slate Quarry.
Cherry cola.
They put a little bit of cherry syrup in the cherry on it, and I
Hey,
can't.
we should go to Slate Quarry this weekend.
I would like to. I should
But he's
probably
broke.
not. Well, not only am I
that's right.
broke, I'm also trying to lose weight, like I said in the last podcast, and I haven't eaten any shit since then, so that's good.
All right, Gage, you want to go to Slate Quarry?
So I'm
Sure,
at
why
this.
not? You want to go now? And just leave
Just
him?
leave me in the middle of the podcast. Just leave me here alone.
Oh, maybe you'll get lucky and then someone famous might show up, like
Like
Aaron Hansen.
I almost said Duckcast. I was about to say DeRailed with Michael Bemis and George Lopez.
Who's George Lopez?
He's joking.
I'm sure he is.
Yeah, I know. The joke is he's faded into obscurity.
Yeah, actually, he had his really popular show in the 90s. I think it was in the 90s. It could have been early 2000s, actually.
Yeah.
And then he had Lopez Tonight. And then he kind of just disappeared.
Yep. Maybe he was deported.
Oh, God. Yes. The lols. They are good.
Let's all sing a song.
Oh, so you want to sing a song, guys?
Yeah.
Let's find a karaoke version of a song and...
I can't sing now. Ask me to sing anything.
No
I
one
can't
can
do it.
sing. That's the point of karaoke. You sound awful together.
Yep. Gage just saw the Gravity Falls where that line was said, so...
Yeah.
No, I'm not, saying that's a bad thing. You're referencing the goods.
We could sing something by Eminem.
What should we sing, guys? What's a good song?
Forgot About Dre by Dr. Dre and featuring Eminem.
Let's listen to a
I have to look up a karaoke version.
karaoke version of
This podcast is so fucking horrible. I don't care. We're keeping it going. We're releasing it. Maybe maybe it'll get the goods out of it, but we're like having a hard time squeezing a good podcast out of the womb.
Yeah. It needs more violence.
Need more violence. We can't show violence.
More sexual content.
Well, Gage, start making orgasm noises.
Let's see. Oh yeah! Oh yeah!
Yeah, no.
Maybe some innuendos. Blowjobs!
Hugh Janus. Hear my new friend, Hugh Janus?
No.
You don't know who Hugh Janus is?
No. Like, that's as old as, like, saying, like... You ever hear that joke that
Bend
you don't
over.
tell gay people? No, you haven't.
At least I didn't tell the joke about the Henway.
What's that? What?
You never heard of that?
No.
You never heard of the Henway joke?
No.
You never heard of a Henway?
No.
Okay, man.
Should I Google it?
Yeah. I wonder, have you ever did that one brain puzzle to Freddy before? You know, the stoplight one.
The stoplight one.
Yeah. It was like spell shop. Or say shop and then spell it 3 times.
Shop and then spell it 3 times.
Yeah. Like, say shop
Oh.
and then spell shop 3 times.
I get it. A henway. It weighs 4 to 6 pounds.
You're dead to me.
So, Fred, say shop.
Shop.
Spell shop 3 times.
S-H-O-P, S-H-O-P, S-H-O-P.
What do you do at a green light?
You stop. Oh, damn it!
Oh.
Yeah.
I wonder how many of these we could get with Fred throughout the show.
Dude, I knew there was some kind of, like, trick to it. I swear I expected you to say red light. And it was instinctively to say stop.
Yep. What the... You ever hear about the...
Well, hey, what if we live in a parallel universe? Green does mean stop.
Shut up, Fred. Okay, did you ever hear about the doctor one? Like with the son and the father on a boat trip, and then the father dies? Oh, you got a phone call from someone.
Yeah. Hello? I'm at Mike's house right now. Can I come in like 20 minutes? No, I'll come in 20 minutes. Okay, she hung up on me.
She got mad.
Who was it?
Alexis.
Nah.
She didn't like the fact that you wanted 20 minutes.
Yeah.
That angered.
Are you getting pussy whipped, boy?
I'm gonna fucking... you know... No, as I said, I was not coming for another 20 minutes. I want to stay here with my buds.
And
You know, I hate the both of you.
yeah,
I just...
that's fair.
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't need to be another hour or two, so I can make it. I can go by 20 more minutes, to be honest with you.
Fred's now messing with one of my old airsoft pistols.
What were we... Oh, yeah, like, okay, so, like, there's the, So, like, a father and a son are on a boat trip. Mm-hmm. And they both get, like... There's some sort of accident. The father dies. The son's almost dead. He's taken to the hospital. And then the doctor says, I can't operate on him. He's my son. Who was the doctor?
Can you say it all again?
A father and a son are on a boat trip, and then there's a horrible accident. The father dies, and the son is horribly injured. They make it to the doctors, and the doctor says, I cannot operate on him. He's my son. Who's the doctor?
The boat?
The boat.
What?
You want to guess again?
Uh...
The fucking boat. I've heard people say ridiculous shit in this one, but I've never heard anyone say the fucking boat.
I wonder what the conception would have been like. Oh, baby. Or...
The dad.
What?
The dad.
Dad's dead.
Oh, the dad's dead. and the doctor says I can't operate on my son.
The real dad?
Is it like... So, the dad died, and then the doctor goes, I can't operate on my son, and he's talking to the dad's son, but the dad died. So... but the kid's dad's dead. So, is it the doctor?
So who is the doctor?
The mom.
Okay, there you go. You got it. But you did guess that a boat would be the doctor before the woman would be a doctor.
Maybe Fred's just sexist and he doesn't believe a doctor should be a woman.
He thinks he would pick a boat over a female doctor.
No, I just... Okay, at the time...
How would Alexis feel about that, Fred?
She's no boat.
A fucking dog!
I honestly didn't... I didn't think it was the mom at all at first, and I was like, wait...
Catch
to be a mom. Jesus!
Sometimes you have to get a point across.
You can go up there.
No, because then I'd have to leave. I don't want to do that.
Good. This
What?
podcast will be a lot better without you.
Oh, I see. Okay, you want to take over without me?
Yeah.
Alright, this is Fred's podcast now. Alright, Fred, take over. Take
Alright,
over.
fine, I will.
It's Fred's show.
Now what we talk about.
I don't know, we were talking about Gage. Well, now that Mike is gone, we can either trash talk him or just make this 10 times better.
Remember that god-awful series, Bemis 100? That was fucking awful.
Oh my god. I don't even I wish I was never even a part of that.
Yeah. You were lucky. I was there for like 3 years longer than you.
Yeah, really?
Yeah.
Well, I might have to leave.
Is your girlfriend calling you?
Yeah, cause she's going to Vegas tomorrow for a week, so.
If you ever were to have intercourse with her, would you be wearing a leather mask with a zipper over the mouth?
No, that's fucking weird.
I'm saying she'd be wearing leather and whipping you.
That's weird.
And you'd have to say, thank you, mistress.
No, well, I guess maybe this podcast is all going to be about you now. 'Cause
I saw this one funny picture. It was like, you know how there's like that one meme of the penguin going left, but then on the bottom side, it looks like it's going the other way instead. It's like, it has like the legs part, like the lower half going right while the top half is looking
maybe,
left.
I don't know, I think maybe.
Well, at one part it says, my girlfriend said we're gonna try anal tonight. On the bottom side it said, but her strap-on scares me.
I like this thing. Alright, what else do you want to talk about? We could just end this podcast right now, you know, and just pretend like we're actually doing something. Instead, we'll put on video games or something.
Oh, we could talk about GTA or stuff. How far are the updates in the 360?
How far? Wait, what was the question?
Where are the updates at in the 360? I heard.
Oh, I don't know. I haven't played GTA in a while.
Think
I have nobody to play with.
Yeah.
You guys got Xbox 360? Hit me up. I mean, you know, just
to play the inferior GTA version.
Yeah, if you got 360, just slap a comment down on this video. You know your gamer score. I mean, Jesus Christ, gamer score, gamer tag, and Mike will let me know. And Gage, you still got 360, right?
I do, but I don't really play it anymore.
Well, if these fine people would like to play Xbox 360 with us, would you play with them?
Fuck no.
Well, that leaves only me. So
I mean, I would play with them on a 1, but not a 360.
Okay, if you guys have an Xbox One and want to play GTA 5 with Gage on the One, you guys can do that. Or
and there's also the fact that I don't even really play GTA anymore.
Okay, well, I'm just saying.
I'm still only like level like 50 now or 60.
All right. Well,
I've
if
been
you guys have
slacking.
360 GTA 5, you know that stuff. Maybe some Battlefield 3 or 4.
I mean,
I'm down.
I could download Battlefield 4, but I kind of don't want to.
Everybody I know has a 1 now, so I'm just basically on 360 still.
I mean, I offered the game. I mean, if you get one, I'll offer
Yes,
the
I
game.
know, I know.
You just have to pay me $60.
60.
I mean, $60 is a pretty good deal for what, like 20 games I have, 20 plus games I have.
Yeah, those were probably each all like.
All
40
which
and
$60. Yeah.
That's like $2,400.
Hey.
I think maybe. Oh, here he comes again. Fucking ruin this. Oh, he's got food.
I'm here for the guest role on the podcast.
We don't have a guest role.
Oh, well, I was told to come over and be a guest.
And who told you that?
Gage. Oh,
I don't remember sending that text.
got it right here. Yo, this homo sucks. Can you come down here and help me? It's love, Gage.
Fuck you, I'm leaving then.
I mean, I would say homo.
I'm actually gonna leave. I'm actually leaving.
Well, that would be gay.
Okay.
I'm actually leaving.
You're leaving because you
Give
have
him a high
to.
five. I ain't giving you a high five.
You're leaving because you have to.
I'm leaving.
Because you have no self-control anymore. You have lost control over your life.
What are you talking about?
You have lost control over your life.
I think he means you had no control of your relationship.
I'm joshing with you.
He's just joshing.
Maybe I would like to see her because she's leaving for a week to go to Vegas, bitch.
But don't you see her almost every day?
No.
I never said that.
I'll come back over if you guys are still here.
I mean, if you want to, go ahead. I'm actually just fucking around with you, dude.
Yeah, I know. But Gage, I'm not sure. Well, Michael?
Oh, you know me.
Yes, I know.
I have no chill. I'm
Alright,
actually
well-
quite always a savage.
Bye bye, guest star. I'm actually looking forward to listening to what you two talked about
Yay!
while I was gone.
No, we talked about Xbox and stuff.
Cool.
Are you just eating like cereal with no milk in it?
Yeah, I'm eating plain cereal, gluten free.
What is
I
gluten?
told all the viewers that if they want to play Xbox, hit me up.
Oh well.
I got 360.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, if anyone actually does watch the whole thing, I
Bye-bye,
haven't posted the
Flux
first
Ace.
one yet, so I have no idea.
Huh?
Bye bye Flux Ace.
Yeah.
Space bar in between Flux and Ace.
All capitals FLUX space ACE Flux Ace. Boom.
What if we just got like 1 million subs overnight and you had like 1 million friend requests? Would you love that or would you hate
I
that?
love that.
Okay, cool.
I'd hate it.
And I would try to play with everybody. That's who I am.
That's cool.
To fiddle the diddle.
That's cool that like if we actually had success, you'd actually make an effort to play with everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah. I wouldn't.
I mean, you can look up Michael.
I would.
All he'll do is fiddle your diddles.
I would interact in the comments as much as I could, and I'd acknowledge people, but I would not play online with them.
Well, yeah, that's what I told him. I was like, slap down a comment. You want to play? Hit me up.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna go.
All right.
Goodbye.
Bye, Fred.
Peace.
And in all seriousness, I was fucking.
Yes,
with
I
you.
know.
I just want to make that clear because I don't
Yes,
want you to.
I know.
I don't want you to leave pissed.
I know you, Michael. Gage, I'm just kidding. See you guys.
Later.
Later, man.
Boy got pussy whipped.
Dude, Fred's gonna fucking kill us. Dude, I think I gotta head out. I gotta like go over the border into Mexico. Just hide there out for a while. Maybe join the cartel.
Well, they'll kill you.
Yeah, they will.
They'll sell you out to Fred.
Yeah, they will. Fuck that. New plan.
Go to Canada. Take the chances of being raped there.
I don't want to go to Canada just because I feel like that's too generic, and I'm a hipster like egg butt. So I don't want to. I don't want to go to
Europe.
Don't want to go to what's a place that people don't go to?
Russia. England's full of people with poop hands, so you'd fit in there.
You know what? I'll stay in the U.S. We'll just move to a different state. I don't think Fred will try that hard to track me down.
Just move a block down, he'll give up immediately.
Move a block down. Like just move into the house next door to me.
Yeah, he'll give up.
He'll give up trying. Oh, he used to live here. I have to walk a couple extra steps. Fuck it.
I'll take the other, 100 steps back to my house rather than the 20 up there.
Yeah.
It's up a hill, so screw that. The other steps are going, down a hill, so much better.
Hey, hold on. I want to just complete silence for a little bit. I want to see how loud my chewing picks up on the mic, because that could be actually very fucking annoying to listen to. Okay, good. It's not loud.
I still saw it like pick up.
It picked up because it's very sensitive. But I was like thinking, because like, look, if I do this, that's pretty quiet, and that's like picking up great levels.
That was fairly loud and obnoxious. And kill yourself.
And yet it got lower levels.
Bam, bam, bam,
Maybe I just
bam,
can't
bam,
trust
bam,
this fucking
bam,
microphone.
bam, 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 ba-na-na-na, ba-na-na-na-na. Ba-da-da-da-da-da-da. So what are we talking about now?
I don't know, man. Let's
Minority in my water park.
you know, what's coming out that's interesting? I don't want to talk about no video games, just like movies or TV shows. Like what's out there right now that's actually worth talking about.
Civil War.
Let's talk about Civil War. I mean, they did only show him on screen for like 2 seconds. What do you think of Spider-Man?
The suit looks cool. Like, I kind of like how,
It
the
looks-
eyes on his suit will, like, adjust.
Yeah. I think it looks very clean, I guess I should say. Like, it's very colorful.
Yeah.
And I actually like that. Like, I like the way it looks.
Freddy forgot his charger.
Well,
I don't know where he put it. So until he texts me back again, I won't move. I probably won't put too much effort in looking for it. I mean, it's an iPhone charger, and we all know iPhone's inferior.
did he have his phone charger down here?
I think he did.
In that case, he might be back on the podcast temporarily.
Or he might have already drove off and forgot about it.
Who knows? Yeah, I actually was just fucking... I'm not sure how serious you were, BM. I actually was just fucking around about that, though. Fred came over for a relatively decent amount of time.
Yeah.
You need a blanket?
Nah.
Okay, cool. Fred like was over for hours and he helped me film. Like he's been over since like 11, so you know he was over for like a good almost 7 hours.
What time is it now?
It's getting close to 6. We're not quite there yet.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's 5:40.
And how long have you been filming for?
What?
How long have you been filming for?
Recording for?
Yeah.
I don't know, man. Like,
Which one of your friends was it who gets really mad when you bring up, like, or who gets really annoyed when you bring up film instead of record?
oh, that's Alec, and that's a joke, I think.
Because you're not filming anything, you're recording.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. The only reason I call it film is like, film's another way to say movie.
I'm gonna grab his charger. You tell me where it is.
Okay. Is he coming back for it?
I don't know. Found it. I might have to bring it out to him. So I'll quickly do that. I'll be back.
Okay, I guess it's the Michael cast temporarily.
Yeah.
Michael cast. If you guys are still watching this, I appreciate it, because I think this is probably the worst episode. So it's only a second episode. But while I was actually very happy with the flow of the first one and how our conversations were going, I think this one is just... I don't think we'll be making one this bad anytime soon. And if we do, I don't know how the hell we're going to make this show happen, because I think it's been nothing but nonsense throughout this whole cast. Which maybe you guys like. Maybe you're like at home laughing about it. Maybe you think it's funny. I don't think it's funny. I do like the first episode, though. I was actually listening to it. I haven't posted it today, but I finished editing it today. And, I liked it. Now, to be fair, opening up on something like saying I'm gonna read these fucking YouTube comments on a video out of, like that's completely out of context. I could understand how that'd be a bad way to open things up, and that's kind of my fault. But I don't know. You gotta start somewhere, and I guess we just didn't get anywhere with that. It's been mainly just telling stupid jokes this cast, making just a bunch of attempts to be funny and failing miserably. Now I'm eating fucking food in the middle of the podcast, but I'm sorry, I'm hungry and I have not eaten that much today at all. I haven't eaten since 10 a.m. in the morning. And now I just have a little bit of bowl of plain Cheerios. Because I'm trying to lose weight. And now I hear a footstep of Gage. Did you give him his charger?
Nah, I think you already left. You just put it on the basement counter.
Oh. Okay. So, is anyone else at home, by the way?
Your mom.
Okay.
And being serious, not just saying your mom.
I know. I believed you. I do like the new Spider-Man, though.
With, what was his name? Tim Holland?
I don't know. To be honest, I haven't seen any of the Captain America movies, and I've heard all so far the 2 are good, and the 3rd one probably will be good. I will admit, though, despite not really following all the Marvel films, I actually did watch all of Doug Walker's Disney December reviews on all of them, so I kind of get the story. Because he gives a brief synopsis of it, so I at least have a basic understanding of, like, what order these go in and, like, how they connect to each other. Mm-hmm. And I am interested in seeing Civil War. Even though I haven't seen all of them, I might check out Civil War. I'm sure there'll be stuff I don't understand, but it looks like a really cool film. Like, Civil War actually seems like one of those few Marvel movies that I actually think looks like it's worth going to see. Yeah. So far, there's only been 3 movies that I thought were worth seeing, in the theaters at least. I've seen some of the others at home, which was Avengers, which I saw with you, Guardians of the Galaxy, which I didn't watch in the theater, wanted to, but didn't, and then I watched it with you and I think Fred.
Yeah.
And then me, Tariq, and Alec went to see Deadpool. Which is a fucking incredible film.
Which you found out used Adobe Premiere.
Oh yeah, well that was awesome.
Same software you use.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Apparently they don't want a bigger budget for the next film.
Mm-hmm.
Not really quite sure how they put it. Why, but it might just be like they say it's the charm of the films. I don't know.
I wonder who they're gonna... He said they're gonna get someone to play Cable, but I forgot who they were using for Cable.
They made a joke. They made like a few jokes in the post-credits scene, like on who it could be.
Yeah.
But they named more than one person, I'm pretty sure.
I do like how in the end of the thing, he's like, please clean up your shit. And still people don't do that.
Yeah, I never understood why people wouldn't fucking clean their shit up.
Yeah.
Like, it's not... One...
Some people, I guess, just like having the courtesy of being an asshole.
I mean, one, if you're spilling popcorn all over the fucking floor in the first place, then, okay... You're either an asshole or you're a fucking idiot. Like, if you really can't get the popcorn into your fucking mouth... If you, like, drop, like, 5 feces... Cause I go in the movie theater and there's like popcorn all over the fucking floor. It's like the fucking... It's like the fucking SpongeBob movie, the open where, like, the pirates are just, like, throwing the popcorn in the air.
Yeah.
That's what you fucking people are. And, like, all you have to do is pick up the fucking tub or whatever you get. Your fucking tub of popcorn, your fucking giant-ass soda, and just take it out of the fucking theater.
Tub of popcorn who you barely, like, cut halfway through by the time the movie ends.
Deadpool? And keep in mind, this is before I was trying to lose weight, and I've only been trying to lose weight for a couple of days now, but it's going well so far. I am not in the 300s. But with Deadpool, it is the one time in my life where I got the large popcorn, where you get like the freaking giant tub, I think it is.
Yeah.
I guess that's what you can call it, tub of popcorn, and I finished the whole thing by myself.
Wow.
Yeah.
What?
That's a
theater
sign
did you
that I
go
was
to?
getting fucking worse.
Yeah. What theater did you go to?
Regal Cinemas, on the one that's on by 248.
Yeah. The one I went to was cheaper. It was on the Promenade Mall.
Regal is expensive. I will admit, I don't know if they changed something or not, but I went to see Mockingjay Part 1 like a year ago with my cousins, and it was really expensive. I went to see Deadpool with two friends, and we all paid for each other, of course, paid for ourselves, of course, but I remember it being a lot less expensive that time. Like, getting food, too. Because I got a drink, I got a thing of popcorn. I went full out for that night. I had money to spend.
Yeah. I don't think when I saw Deadpool, I don't think I got anything. But me and my dad did go to Five Guys afterwards.
Yeah. That's another good thing to do. I hear Five Guys is really good. I'm just checking the time. We've actually only been on for, like, a little over 30 minutes. Feels like it's been longer, too.
Yeah.
Which I guess is a bad sign. With no, like, I'm hearing is really fucking good.
What?
Zootopia. Like, everyone's saying it's a fantastic movie. Even people I would expect to hate it are. The one thing I don't like, though, I don't have anything against furries, but a lot of people are saying if you enjoy Zootopia, or even older stuff, like if you enjoy Lion King, you're technically a furry. No. There is a
That's pushing it.
far fucking line between liking a movie with animals in it and dressing up as an animal and going into a convention. Now again, if that's your thing, fine. The only way I'd actually be disgusted by you is if you're fucking jerking off to that shit. And I mean, I'm not gonna judge. I mean, I guess I shouldn't say disgusted. That's your fucking business. Fine, whatever.
Just keep it away from me.
If someone openly told me that, though, I wouldn't really, probably wouldn't want to hang out with them. I'm not...
What was it?
So I'd say
I
keep
guess,
it
like,
to yourself.
People like that are the same as people who say, like, if you watch one anime show, you're automatically a weeaboo.
Oh, yeah. Like, we said that in the last show, too, actually, because I was just listening to that today. And like I said in the last one, I consider anime just to be a regular... Full Metal Alchemist, Death Note, Code Geass, I watch those as TV shows. I don't watch them as anything different. And, I mean, yeah, there is... The only thing I can, say, the only reason anime is really its own thing, it's in a different... You can put it in a different category, is because it follows so many fucking tropes, which isn't a good thing. Mm-hmm. It means it repeats itself a lot.
They have a lot of shitty tropes, too. Like, one's, the most over-top, and sometimes villains who you can't understand the gender of.
Yeah, and you know what? I'm just gonna say this right now. There's some great fucking animes out there, but, the bad tropes are, starting to get as bad as the fucking bad sitcom tropes. That's how fucking ridiculous it's getting. I'd say it's at least getting more annoying than the fucking bad sitcom tropes, because at least with bad sitcom tropes, people acknowledge they're bad sitcom tropes. With anime, it's fucking art.
Yeah.
The thing I'll say about anime, though, the one thing I'll give it props for, even the bad ones, is that, because I actually haven't seen that many bad ones, I've only watched a couple I've liked, and then I'd say the only times I've seen bad animes is when I watch anime with Nick.
Yeah.
But all those shows have good animation. So I'll give it that. I have not seen an anime, I haven't seen too many animes, but I haven't seen an anime that had really poor animation. With American cartoons, it's almost always horrible animation.
Yeah.
Not always, but it's almost always. I'd say, Gravity Falls is good animation. Avatar did. I mean, I know Avatar. People keep bringing up Avatar, but that one's actually getting kind of old now. Mm-hmm. Steven's Universe has pretty decent animation. It's a little bit messy, but the colors are really nice.
Yeah.
Back to Zootopia, we're probably gonna piss people off with what we're saying. Again, I don't have a single problem with furries. I have actually been friends with some people who've considered themselves furries. It is fine, but if you're sexually if it turns you on, that shit, then I'm going to ask you not to tell me about it. Because if you tell me about it, I'm going to be weirded out by you no matter what. You might be a good person despite that. You might be a perfectly normal person besides that. But that's why you should keep it to yourself. I mean, really just talking about what turns you on in the first place you keep to yourself. But,
Yeah.
So I guess it really just comes down to don't talk fetish with me. Especially if it's something like furry stuff.
Yeah.
But I've known people who've openly talked about that shit before. Not commonly, and I'll be fair, it has always been left on the internet. But I've known people who've openly talked about that to me before, and it just makes me fucking uncomfortable, and I don't want to talk to that person anymore.
Let's see.
And I'm not saying, I'm just really trying to clarify shit because I don't want negative comments about this. I mean, bringing up furries is a very dangerous thing to do sometimes.
And bronies?
Yeah, but I don't really have anything to say about them. But like with furries, I don't really. I mean, I know bronies, and all the bronies I know are cool people. I don't like the show, but I have not. I've like heard of asshole bronies. I have not met any, to be honest with you.
I mean, if the show was more like Max Gilardi's iteration, I might watch it.
I love Hot Diggity Demon's show. Yes, that is the
Swag.
one. Actually, you know what? There's two animators now who I think made good MLP animations, and that is Hot Diggity Demon and Pimations.
Pimation's good.
Yeah. His I actually do think are funny. To be fair, it's like nothing to do with the fact that it's ponies. It's just he's a funny guy. He can write funny stuff. And now,
Even his 5 minutes of praise were funny.
now to be fair, that's the exact argument people who watch the actual show make. I just don't think the show's funny.
Yeah.
That's it. Like I don't think it's. I've seen it because I finally just like let one of my brony friends just like, okay, I'll watch one episode. Yeah, I don't like it, but like whatever you like. But like with furries, like the whole furry thing, I'm just saying I don't even have a problem with people dressing up in those costumes going to conventions. Like again, I'm not judging you for that shit. I'm just saying the sexual shit. Don't talk to me about it. I'm not saying the people who go to those conventions wearing the costumes are into that, like into it in that way. But
Fred said Flux Ace.
what?
I don't know. Fred texted me, said, well, at first he asked, podcast still going? I said, yes. Tell him I said Flux Ace.
Flux Ace?
Yeah.
Why?
That's his gamer tag. Capital F, capital L, capital U.
We're just gonna
capital
advertise
X.
Fred's not gaming channel,
Gamer tag.
gamer tag throughout this whole show.
Yeah, for the Xbox 360. Spacebar, ACE, all capital. I mean,
I feel like sometimes with my discussions, I'm guilty of going off topic way too quickly, and sometimes staying on one topic for too long.
yeah.
I feel like I've been discussing furries and trying to like back myself up a lot, and it's really just because I don't want to piss people off. Like it's not my intention.
I honestly
But-
don't care. Especially
Oh, I
on
know
the
you
internet.
I know you don't, but I also want to stress that
Start as many fires
there are
as possible and just watch it burn.
there are fucking limits. I do think the costume shit is weird. I just don't judge people. Like, man, I don't care if they do it. I'm not gonna go up to them in public and say, no, you can't do this. Fucking burn that shit and go pray to Jesus. Do 10 Holy Marys. What's
a Holy Mary?
that is a Christian joke. A lot of non-Christians will get to. I've heard that joke on TV before.
Wait, isn't it Hail Mary or something?
Did I call it Bloody Mary?
No, you called it Holy Mary.
Okay, good. Glad I didn't call it Bloody Mary. Holy Mary, yeah. I think
That's where you're supposed to stare into a mirror with the lights out, and then you just go, Bloody Mary, Bloody Mary, Bloody Mary, Bloody Mary. Then they'll turn the
I'm
lights
also
on.
pretty sure it's the
and then
name
you
of a
die.
drink. I'm also pretty sure it's the name of a drink.
Yeah, there's probably a few, like, drinks like that. With some, like, horrible names.
With, Zootopia, though, going all the way back to that one. I might watch that. I mean, I don't think I'll go to the theater to see it.
Aren't the main characters, like, a rat, like, two cops or something like that?
A
Or
rabbit and a fox, and I think the rabbit's the only one who's a cop. I don't know.
her outfit makes her look like a meter maid.
Yeah. I think that's kind of like what she is, though. I think, like, she's, like, given a small... I think the whole plot is, like, she's given that job because she's just a little rabbit. I heard that the movie, like, basically teaches lessons about race and, like, racism and whatnot, and how you shouldn't be racist. But the only thing I'll say about that, and I won't say anything, I won't judge until I see the movie, it's just a thought I'm having, is I feel like that message is done. I feel like people who are going to be racist... I guess the next, like, every generation of kids needs to learn that message, so maybe it's fine, but, like, I'm just saying, I feel like if, at this point, if people are going to be racist, there's not really anything you can do to stop them.
Yeah.
The whole world has been taught that it's not right, and there's always going to be people who do bad shit anyway, and say really racist things, and do really racist stuff.
Yeah. I mean, I do laugh at racist humor. I just don't believe in it.
Oh, yeah. I think what it really comes down to is, now occasionally, like most of the time, it's just shock value. It gets you by surprise, and you laugh. A lot of times, a racist joke can be kind of funny, but the only thing is, if you're going to laugh at one horrible thing, you have to be willing to laugh at other horrible things. So...
Holocaust and 9/11, that shit's funny 24/7, cause tragedy will be exclusively joked about, because my empathy is bumming me out. Yeah, Bo Burnham's
We did
made
have
a great point about that.
We finally sung together.
Yeah.
Because we were talking at the beginning of the podcast. Ho ho ho, little reference to the opening. Ha ha.
Yeah.
I left a lot of shit upstairs in the family room. I hope my mom is not trying to clean that, because that is, I'll take care of that. But we were filming, and I left a lot of stuff up there.
And she gets you can usually her or your dad get kind of annoyed with that.
They do, and that's reasonable. That's where it ends. It's reasonable. I'll have to check out Zootopia, though, because everyone's saying it's really good. I just probably wait for the DVD.
Yeah.
I
mean, me and my dad are probably going to see, like, Captain America when that comes out in theaters. Because, well, I think we've seen... No, I haven't seen the first one in theaters. But I've seen the second one in theaters, Winter Soldier. That one was a lot better, like, a lot more action stuff. Like a lot of people's gripe with the first one was that it was kind of boring.
which one?
The first Captain America, the first Avenger.
I heard everyone really loved the second one.
Yeah. It had an MMA fighter in the beginning who was, like, I think the welterweight champion, named George St. Pierre.
Mm-hmm.
The thing about JSP is when he wasn't the champion, he was a really entertaining fighter. When he became champion, however, he became the most boring thing to watch. It was always going to be, if he had a fight with someone, it would be, and it was a title dispute, it would be jab, 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 back up, jab, back up, double leg takedown. Hold him on the ground till time runs out.
Yeah.
Like, he's basically just kiting throughout the whole thing, and no one wants to watch that happen in an MMA fight. You want to see someone get kicked in the jaw. You want to see someone kneed in the face, although I don't think you can knee in the face.
Yeah.
You want to see, like, that one thing happen where I think it was Anderson Silva, one of the many Brazilian MMA fighters last named Silva, because there's a lot of those. Did you ever see Anderson Silva's leg break when he did a leg kick on someone?
I've never seen any of this stuff at all.
Well, he kicked him in the leg at the shin, like halfway through the shin, like bended around the other guy's leg, like folded around it. So like the shin just like snapped in half and folded around the other guy's leg. I don't think he noticed it at first because he like put his leg back down after the kick, and all you see is his leg just like at halfway through the shin just like slide out from under him.
Jesus Christ.
And he fell down.
Jesus Christ.
And you could just see him holding his leg and it kind of just like slumping down a little bit.
Horrible.
Yeah.
That's fucking horrible.
There was a guy who lost his eye once. Like this is the real fighting. Like this is actual fighting, like boxing.
It's just fucking brutal. Yeah, I know. I was telling you about that Simpson. Oh, I never finished telling you about that. The Mike Tyson parody character. There's an episode of The Simpsons where Homer he gets like something slammed over his head and does nothing to him, and then they find out that there's like something protecting his skull, and it's that's like a lot thicker than a normal human being's, so he can take damage to the head, and nothing will happen to him, and it won't even hurt him that much. So he becomes a boxer because Mo used to be a boxer. And now Mo is his coach, or
Wasn't he his coach in like the game where he was eating stuff? Where it was like the eating competition?
yeah, he was at least like a mentor, like a supporter. Yeah. But he helps train Homer. Like what they discover is that Homer sucks at punching though. So what Homer's strategy becomes is he just takes punches until the wrestler becomes worn out and then he knocks him over. But eventually he's going up against this big Mike Tyson parody character, and like there's like this big fear because they think he'll actually be able to really hurt him, even with his thick head. And how the episode, like near the end, the two boxers go onto the stage and they both have their own theme walking through. And the Mike Tyson character says like this really threatening, intimidating song, and then Homer walks by and "Why Can't We Be Friends" starts playing.
I think in boxing, you don't have to do head punches. You can also go for like the stomach.
I think they go for a stomach too, but he's also kind of fine there.
Probably because he's like so fat.
Mm-hmm.
So his body fat just absorbs the impact.
The new Nostalgia Critic's up.
On YouTube.
Yeah.
Eh.
You want to watch that after this?
I might end up watching it on my own time.
Okay. Yeah. It's I think it's a good one, but honestly, it is another clipless review.
Although, like, when it goes back to like actual fighting, probably the most entertaining fight will always be the lighter, smaller weight classes, because they can go faster for a longer amount of time. Mm-hmm. The big guys, they're so like muscly and huge, and like have so much weight on them. They actually burn more energy moving than the smaller guys. Mm-hmm. So they become winded a lot faster. So they either have to drag it out and be as slow as possible, or end it right there, right now. Mm-hmm. Which is also good to watch. Like, I mean, it's pretty entertaining to see like someone just get one punch and then they just slump down. Mm-hmm. Like, sometimes like there's different ways you see people get knocked out. One was like someone got punched and then like their knees kind of like just give out. Sometimes they just like stiff, like fall down like completely stiff. Sometimes people don't even remember getting knocked out, and sometimes people actually go after the ref who's there to check on them. And also who the ref is kind of matters too. Some are better. Like in the UFC, like when you're watching that one, like
the ref should be the strongest person there, really, based off how you're describing it.
Yeah. Like well, you just have to be able and willing to get in between them and stopping them. They have enough control to stop once they see the ref, but they don't have enough control to stop hitting them until like the ref calls them off. Mm-hmm. So the ref does have to make sure that no one dies.
Yeah.
Like,
has someone died or
no? Like, I don't think so. Although, like, the thing is, these people are strong enough to kill you with a punch. Mm-hmm. Like, they had a retired UFC fighter on the show called Deadliest Warrior, like episode 1. This fighter's name was Chuck Liddell, or the Iceman.
Yeah. I think I've heard of that before.
Well, I've told you about the Iceman, but not the UFC fighter, the murderer, contract killer.
Oh, yeah. You told me about
his name was Richard Kuklinski. Well, Chuck Liddell, his punch, if it were to hit you in the face, it would be strong enough to kill you.
Wow.
And this was without wearing anything, and he was there to test 2 gladiator weapons. One is called a kistis, which was basically a pad that covered like the here and here in your hands, like over your fingers and over the back of your hand.
Mm.
And it was covered in like pointed metal studs. The other one was called a scissor. This was like a gauntlet that you wear over your hand, and then extending from it was a like a large blade.
Yeah.
And like they test that by punching through cow meat. Like, you know how in like Rocky they have like the dangling cow meat that Rocky punched.
Yeah.
It just goes clean through.
Yeah.
Like all the time, every time. In that episode, though, it was the gladiator versus the American Apache Indian. The Apache won that.
Yeah.
Probably because, like, again, like I've said, the gladiators, big, heavy guys. Matter of fact, they're doing their best to fatten up during the games, to gain the weight, to take the beating. The Apaches were smaller and faster. So the American Apache was a lot faster for them to dodge and hit more. So the Apache won.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, I think the American Indians have always won an episode of Deadliest Warrior. The Comanche, the Apache, Crazy Horse.
Yeah.
Well, Crazy Horse went against another American outlaw named Pancho Villas. Crazy Horse won. I think it was because Pancho Villas had arthritis,
Yeah.
which must make it really hard to be a gunslinger.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, so in Civil War, who do you think has the better team? Or do you know who the teams are?
I forget, to be honest.
Let's see. Captain America has the Winter Soldier, Ant-Man, the Scarlet Witch, Falcon, and I think there was one other. And I think Hawkeye.
Mm-hmm.
While Iron Man has the Black Widow.
Well, I thought would actually be, I mean, only based off what I've seen, very little I've seen from other movies, I thought she'd be on, like, Captain America's side.
She might be a double agent. She is a spy and an assassin.
Yeah.
Well, Iron Man also has Vision, War Machine, Black Panther, and Spider-Man.
Isn't the Hulk supposed to be in this movie?
Not that I'm aware of. But he might be. He might show up, or it might just be Bruce Banner.
I don't know too much. I am more convinced with the whole of Iron Man's team.
Hulk would be on Iron Man's team if he did fight.
Yeah.
But the problem is, once the Hulk starts going, it's really, really hard to bring him back down.
Yeah.
There was like a few like animated movies where they did unleash the Hulk. The first one, the Hulk almost killed the rest of the Avengers. Like,
Yeah.
there's multiple versions of Hank Pym who is the Ant-Man, and in that one he was the Giant Man.
Yeah.
So he can make himself huge instead of small. Well, in that version, I think he was probably the best physical contender against the Hulk. Him and Thor and Thor were only like the true combatants against Hulk. And he still like smashed Pym pretty badly. I think he was about to like smash his ribs on him, I think, until someone hit him, caused him to break his formation and just land on him.
Mm-hmm.
Because he was going to go for the stomp, but something hit him and like he fell backwards a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
So he didn't do as much damage. There was actually a comic where through sheer force, Hulk lifted Thor's hammer, which is supposed to be impossible. You have to be deemed worthy.
Yeah.
And if you watched, you saw Age of Ultron, right?
Nope.
Oh, you didn't? Well, there was a funny scene where everyone was taking turns trying to lift Thor's hammer. He just they were having a party, and he just, like, set it down. He's like, go ahead, have fun. I think first it was Iron Man. He, like, tried to lift it a bit, and then he actually got the Iron Man gauntlet on. Because at first he was just being Tony Stark, and then he, like, put on the gauntlet and then tried thrusting upwards. And he even got, like, a War Machine to help him. So, like, him and War Machine both using their gauntlets, and it's like, and he's like, to War Machine's like, you're not pushing this thing down, are you? And he's like, no, I'm on your team. I'm on your team. He's like, just pull. And they can't even move it. It won't even budge.
Yeah.
Bruce Banner tried to lift it and made a joke about him getting angry, and then no one laughed at him. No one thought it was funny. And Captain America gave it a try. It budged a little bit. So, like, it kind of moved a little bit, which means the hammer almost deemed Captain America worthy.
Oh wow! What was the reaction to that?
Like, no, he didn't notice it move, but Thor saw it move, and you saw his, like, grin kind of, like, slowly disappear.
Wow.
The only other person who lifted Thor's hammer in that movie was Vision, who was created by Iron Man. I guess the hammer deemed him worthy. They were, like, discussing on why should they trust him. He was like, well, trust me or not, we have to get moving, so you better get ready. And then he just grabs Thor's hammer and just holds it up to Thor's, like, and then everyone's just staring at Vision, even Thor is like, and then Thor grabs the hammer. Everyone's like, okay. They're still making jokes, and at the end of the movie, they're still making jokes about lifting Thor's hammer. One was like, so Iron Man was like, so if you put the hammer in an elevator and the elevator rises, so does that mean the hammer or the elevator is automatically worthy? Or is technically worthy?
That's funny. I mean, I eventually probably should check out Age of Ultron, but
Wasn't as good as the first one, but it was alright.
alright, that's cool.
That's where they introduce Scarlet Witch, Quicksilver, and you see a fight between...
Doesn't Scarlett Johansson have 2 characters in the Marvel Cinematic Universe right now?
I'm unsure. I mean, you could probably look it up, like, other people who Scarlett Johansson plays.
I thought I heard something about that. I don't know, like, she played someone in Iron Man 2.
As she was the Black Widow in that one.
Was she?
Yeah. Like, yeah. She's always... I'm pretty sure she's so far only been Natasha Romanoff, aka the Black Widow.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
You also have Cliff Burton, the Hawkeye.
Yeah.
I wonder if they'll have that one thing where there was like a thing in like a Marvel animated show where Hawkeye and Ant-Man worked together.
Yeah.
And Ant-Man shrunk down and just like was holding on to one of Hawkeye's arrows.
Yeah.
And then he launched him like through a couple windows, like through one building, like out through the windows.
Mm-hmm.
And then in through like another window into the building he was trying to get to, where some guy was reaching for something, which Ant-Man landed in between. Like he didn't like the arrow didn't land first. He like jumped off of it at the right time, and then just grew, and then like hit the button on his other hand, which causes him to grow, and then did an uppercut basically.
Yeah.
Which would be kind of surprising. Just seeing some guy riding an arrow at the size of an ant just go into like a giant and then, or normal sized human punching you in the face.
Yeah.
He's actually stronger as the ant version than his human size.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's because like it's now like all compact. The force is more compacted.
Yeah. Well, think it's about time to wrap up because we're at like the 1 hour and 5 minutes in.
Alright.
It looks like you took over like the ending there though. You were going, yeah, Gauge
I
Cast.
win.
Gauge Cast.
Yeah.
So yeah, if you want to take those chips home, by the way.
Those are Freddy's. I don't want
Those
them.
are Fred's, yeah.
I guess you have more Tostitos.
Yeah, I'll just give them upstairs. I'm not eating them. But anywho, I guess that's it. I'll
Boop.
talk to you guys later.
Don't do drugs, kids.
Don't do drugs.
Even though they make you look really cool.
Alright. Bye-bye.
Shrink and drive.